starting tonight and playing the game he did, 19 points, the big shot in overtime, many things he did very well. What did you think of the way he was able to play with the starters and filling in the role you needed of him today?
Aggressive. Listen, he's played well all year, and he's been in every different role you can be in. He's been a third stringer. He's been a G leaguer on a two-way. He's been a starter. I mean, it wasn't for him, I don't know if we'd ever won a game at the beginning of the season. You know, I mean, he made two incredible shots against Golden State at home. That we kind of came back from the dead in that game to get our first win, and so he's been great.
The overtime, you guys didn't allow that to score, I think, for the first 4 minutes just a little bit. What defensively was working so well in that stretch to basically put it away?
Well, I haven't looked at it yet, but our positioning was good. We had some very good help situations. We covered for one another. And then, you know, NBA games are crazy at the end. It's like boom, 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 and all of a sudden, you know, it's a one-point game. So, but that's okay. You know, we're ready for that. And this was a really important game for us with the season that we've had. You know, this environment, the opponent, just our guys just had a great collective spirit and collective will tonight.
Kobe Brown, you mentioned what you kind of hoped he would go into this game feeling like. What did you think of what he did and how he played in his first game for you guys?
Played great. I mean, he's the biggest plus on the team. You know, he's an interesting player. This is the first time I've really studied him playing. He does a lot of good things. He's a basketball player. He had a couple incredible offensive rebounds. So that's a skill that he brings to the table. You know, he hit an outside shot. He made a drive. You know, he's got good feel. And so this is a great opportunity for him coming to us at this particular point in time.
Mike and Aaron both left at some point. Of course, they both closed the game, but did you get the sense they made it out of this game okay without any long-term lingering things running down?
Aaron's banged up. His back tightened up. He's getting acupuncture right now. He banged knees. So, you know, I'm sure he'll be on the injury report tomorrow. We'll see how he feels. Mike stepped on somebody's foot, but then got retaped and came back and seemed to do okay. You know, I thought he played very well. I thought our centers did a really solid job of just, you know, doing what they could out there. It's a tough game. You know, Huck Porte is a great offensive rebounder. You know, Towns causes every problem in the book. You know, with the three-point shooting, the drives, the and-ones, the post-ups. And so, you know, those guys tag-teamed it well.
Andrew, big-time win. You guys won on the road last month against Oklahoma City. You beat the Knicks tonight. What was the key?
The key, I think, was just a combined group effort. Played hard on the defensive side of the ball, moved it on offense, picked up our pace on both sides, and got back to ourselves.
From an offensive end, I think it's the first time this year you guys had 4 30-point quarters. You guys have preached consistency, trying to do it for a full game, and you guys did that tonight, didn't you?
On offense?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we kept pacing the game. I think guys stepped up, made shots, made plays. Total team effort.
What did it feel like in there? Though it's February, it sort of had that playoff atmosphere, didn't it?
Something about MSG always kind of gives a playoff atmosphere, and we've played them a lot in the playoffs, so it's a certain feeling that comes out, a certain competitiveness that just naturally comes out.
What can you say about the play of Quenton Jackson?
Dog, off the bench. Found out he was playing right before the game. Came in, started, played defense, made shots. Big boost for us tonight.
And your first impressions of Kobe Brown?
First impressions, I think he played hard. Made a couple plays here and there that just those plays helped win the game. And he's gonna only get more comfortable.
How were you able to bounce back with their tying the score so late on that foul in the overtime?
Yeah, I don't think we kind of had any letdown when we found out we were going to overtime. It was close going down the stretch. Made plays, started off the overtime well.
You get to start in the Garden, high-energy game, crazy. What did you make of the environment and the way you guys were able to push through all the many lead changes of the game?
I think it's just that's how the game go. You know, basketball is a game of runs. So I think we just try to do our best to stay together, stick to our principles, you know, stay solid on defense, and then, you know, came out with a dub.
It doesn't take a lot for you to get into a game and fired up, but I felt like that jump ball with Alvarado really got you going. Can you take me through that moment and what it meant for you?
Well, I mean, it just happened to be Alvarado, but, you know, I seen the ball on the floor, And, you know, it did kind of get me going a little bit. But, you know, it's just basketball at the end of the day. I just try to bring that fire, try to bring that energy every time I step on the floor.
To have 19 after not playing for a few games, putting together tonight in a big arena like this, what did that all mean to you?
Like, you know, I think I was telling somebody earlier, you know, it's great to play games like that, you know. Selfishly, it feels great, but, you know, at the same time, you know, we all went out there and hooped, but I think so much of my job, like I always say, is just staying ready, staying positive, whether I'm playing or not. I think that energy, that karma comes back for me when it's my time.
Pascal told me that in overtime he just told you to let it fly, and he found you there. Could you take me through that sequence in that three?
Yeah, it was one right before the end of regulation that I think Drew passed me that I passed up right before P got fouled, and they challenged it. I was supposed to shoot that one, pump faked it, passed up on the moment. I told him, you know, I won't make that mistake again. So, you know, he trusted me, and I just let it fly.
A little bit on what Tony said. You know, you're in the playoffs last year, and you're not able to dress and not able to be a part of those moments, and you start tonight. You're out there in overtime making plays. On an individual level, what did this game mean to you?
It's always big. I kind of just try to attack this a game like any other game. You know, the rivalry is big, but, you know, I've never really got to play against them in this type of atmosphere like today. I think it was fun. You know, I enjoyed it. It was a great game. Like, I love the energy of, you know, MSG. I'm just glad we got to walk out of here with a dub.
Nice little celebration here afterwards?
I don't know nothing about that. I'm finna go to bed. Finna go to bed.
You guys didn't allow a point for the first 4+ minutes of overtime. What defensively was clicking for you guys when it got to that point?
Just staying solid, staying grounded, you know, just trusting each other. And, you know, just guarding our yard. I think we did a good job at the end of just, you know, sitting down, being able to guard our yard. They got a couple, you know, crazy fouls at the end. I ain't gonna speak too much on that, but, you know, I think we just did a good job of guarding our yard.
Pascal, this game had 39 lead changes. It went to overtime, just a lot of crazy sequences. What did you make of you guys' kind of composure to stick with it and be able to come out on top?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, hard team to play against. You know, they're really good. So I think for us, just continue to fight no matter what. You know, there was a lot of lead changes. It was a battle. So we're glad we were able to, you know, squeeze the win at the end.
We haven't talked to you since the trade. You've played against Zubats before, but what do you think he'll bring to you guys and how you'll fit with him in the front court?
Yeah, no, obviously, big body, somebody that can, you know, obviously we know rebounding is an area for us. So having a big body out there, you know, somebody that can also command some gravity, especially down low out there, and I think it opens up a lot of things for us. And obviously, you know, for me, another person maybe that can screen for me, and I think he's a really, you know, underrated passer. So being able to play off of him, something that I'm looking forward to also. And yeah, he's a good guy. It's been, you know, a couple of days, you know, just getting to know him, and I'm excited about what he can bring to our team.
Your career highs in just building 30 tonight. What's it like playing with the guard, the energy that comes with it?
Yeah, it's cool. You know, I wish I had, you know, a little more points tonight. I was kind of going for that, but I missed too many threes. But you know, it's always a special place, man. I think, you know, everyone that comes in here, they try to play their best game. Like this is where it's at. The eyes are there. There's a lot of, you know, people out there watching, and I think obviously the previous battles we had with this team is always feels good to come out here and get a win. So yeah, it's a special place.
I like Kobe's trying to prove himself and get to know you guys and to make the big plays. How proud are you of him?
Yeah, no, he's great. I think he's also one of those guys that, you know, every time the ball goes up, you feel like he can get the rebound whenever he wants to. You know, like he's strong. He plays hard. You know, seems like a good dude. And you know, I think obviously it's on the team. It's always needed to have those guys that are gonna come out there, give everything that they have, give extra possessions, and then, you know, knock down the three in the corner. You know, I think he showed a little bit tonight, and I'm sure he's gonna get better.
Q goes from not playing to starting. Said you trusted him for that big shot in overtime. What did you make of what he did end the fourth time?
Yeah, Q was great tonight. I think obviously for him, you know, being a two-way, you know, there's the amount of game you can play and all the different things, and sometimes I can get you out of rhythm a little bit, but I just love his energy, the pace he plays with, and you know, yeah, we always have that little, you know, he knows that, you know, I get mad at him for not shooting the ball, pump faking too much. So I was glad that he's letting it go, just let it fly. He can shoot the ball. So just got to have that confidence, and he had it tonight.